So I've been getting quite a bit of controversy around my usage of AI to make video games, and I figured that I'd sort of talk a bit more about this, just to sort of give a bit more clarity in terms of what my thoughts are. So obviously, as AI has been coming up, people use them in different ways. People have been using them, for their game art. And for just adjusting and refining things, and other people like me have been using AI to make all of the code, and to make all the images for my game, the character portraits, and even make and turn some images into videos. So I'm obviously on the more extreme end, which is probably why I get more controversy. So again, I want to sort of make this clear that I think AI is a very good opportunity for a lot of people and for video games, a lot of people getting into video games and to make video games. Now, the first thing I want to say here is obviously I've got tons of respect for developers that spend, tons and tons of time, you know, actually learning code, making code to make their own game. However, I think for us players, for people, for us that actually play a game, what we actually care about is if the game is good. If the game is, and depending on the genre, it could be, is it challenging? Is it is it relaxing? Is it strategic or that sort of stuff? That's what we really care about. Now, again, I think a lot of people will, hear, okay, well, if a game is, for example, made or a lot of AI is used, the game can't be good. And again, can I prove you wrong with that? Not really at the moment. I'm still making my own game at the moment. And in terms of what's visually there and in the demo at the time of recording, I will admit it is pretty crap at the moment. But we're working on that at the moment. And I'm hoping that actually the game that I can put out is going to be relatively decent. I'm not saying it's going to be incredible, as this is going to be my first game making, or the first game that I am making. So that's that. But the main point I want to make here is that I think just generally what matters to the player, right? And if you're someone that plays video games as well, what matters to us, at the end of the day, majority of the time, all we really care about it is, are we enjoying it? Is it good? Now, again, depending on the genre, that looks totally different. But that's generally the main thing. Yeah, sure, right? If if we've heard that the developer spent 5, 6, 7 years on the game, we might go, oh, that's really impressive and such. But then if the game's no good, then like that doesn't really matter. So again, right, I'm gonna have to see if I can actually make games which people like playing and people enjoy playing. And if games don't do as well, I'm just gonna learn from it and I'm gonna try and make better ones. But I think a lot of it is like, I think a lot of people, or a lot of the time, is that people have such an issue with people using AI because effectively it's it's cheating. It's not the right way you should do it. And I'm going to stand here and say that I think for a lot of people that have considered getting into game development, AI could actually be a really valid route. Now, again, obviously, if you do if the games that are being made are just rubbish, then that's that. But I think a lot of people can, for example, use AI to outsource the coding. And as long as they can get into a system of trying to actually debug and make sure the game works and they can play the game and it works out, I think that is going to be better long term. And yeah, sure, I think it's AI is always going to have controversy, but I think again, what matters is the experience for the player. If the player enjoys the game and it was majorly built, or all the coding was done by AI and someone had to put it together and figure things out, I think that's fine. So again, let me know what your thoughts are on this video. If you would ever use AI or if you've got your own thoughts about AI. And with that said, I'll chat soon.